Well. We are in McALLEN, Texas. Former deputy sheriff convicted of drug trafficking. Friday, April 1st, 2022. I know, per usual, we have an update. McALLEN, Texas, a former deputy with the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office has pleaded guilty to conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute more than 500 grams of cocaine, announced U.S. Attorney Jennifer B. Lowry. Baldemar Cardenas, 36, Mission, admitted that in January 2020, he conspired with members of a drug trafficking organization. Members of the group would receive kilogram quantities of highly pure cocaine. They would then utilize small portions of the drugs to create sham cocaine with very low purity. Cardenas would ensure authorities seized the fake bundles. The seizure would allow the co-conspirators to avoid responsibility for stealing the cocaine from their source of supply and allow the distribution of the stolen cocaine for profit. In order to further the scheme, in exchange for $10,000, Cardenas provided information to law enforcement in order to effectuate the seizure of the sham bundles. Cardenas falsely claimed a confidential source provided the information. Based on the information he gave, law enforcement seized the multi-kilogram sham bundles of cocaine. Laboratory tests conducted on the bundles revealed a cocaine purity level of only 1.5%. U.S. District Judge Ricardo H. I have no idea. Alphabet accepted the plea and set the sentencing for June 14th. At that time, he faces a minimum of 5 and up to 40 years in prison. So minimum, maximum. He was permitted to remain on bond pending the hearing. Now let's remember, minimum of 5 years, maximum 40. The FBI and Homeland Security investigation conducted the investigation with the assistance of the Drug Enforcement Administration, Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, and Mission Police Department. Assistant U.S. Attorney Roberto Lopez Jr. is prosecuting the case. The plea is a result of Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force, they have to have some acronyms always, investigation dubbed Operation Muchos Primos, identifies, disrupts, and dismantles the highest level drug traffickers, money launderers, gangs, and transnational criminal organizations that threaten the United States. Does it? It uses a prosecutor-led, intelligence-driven, multi-agency approach that leverages the strength of federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies against criminal networks. Additional information about the Alphabet program can be found on the Department of Justice website. Alrighty then. So, minimum of 5 up to 40 due to a plea deal, because always give them the opportunity to get out of the most trouble. So is it 5 or is it 40? Not even. Former Hidalgo County deputy sentenced to nearly 4 years for cocaine trafficking. There's a degenerate right there. A former Hidalgo county deputy will be swapping his badge for prison garb as he prepares to serve a 46-month sentence for his role in a drug trafficking scheme. Baldemar Cardenas, 39, pled guilty in April last year to conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute cocaine, acting U.S. Attorney Jennifer B. Lowry announced. Pled guilty, he pled down. Cardenas' sentencing took into consideration his former status as a law enforcement officer and highlighted the troubling issues of police involvement in narcotics distribution. Did it? Because we keep hearing higher standards. They're at a high... No, they're at different standards. If he was held to higher standards, he would be getting more time in prison than you would get for doing the same thing. That's higher standards. They're held to different standards, which means we'll run up all these charges, we'll let you look over them, and so You want to if you want to plead down, what we'll do is we'll take the most serious shit and we'll throw it away. You plead to this, and we'll see if we can cut some time off on the back end. That way we ain't got to waste our day in court. We can sit around in fast food parking lots and shoot this shit with our buddies, and we can all be done with this. Okay, how much time do you think I'll get? Let's see if we can get you less than 5. And here we are. He is expected to not only serve time behind bars, but also undergo 3 years of supervised release following his imprisonment. Is he really? Raise your hand if you think that's going to happen. If you think that's going to happen, you're an idiot. In an effort to cleverly outmaneuver the system, Cardenas admitted that he conspired to feed law enforcement authorities false information about drug seizures, according to a statement made by the Department of Justice. The intricacies of Cardenas' crimes included working with a drug trafficking organization from which members would receive high-purity cocaine, then create and distribute low-purity sham cocaine. Cardenas facilitated the seizure of these fakes by local law enforcement, allowing his co-conspirators to evade detection for the theft and lucrative trade of the original drugs. In one particular instance, information he falsely attributed to a confidential source led to the seizure of about 33 kilograms of sham cocaine in Mission with a purity of just 1.5%. Couldn't even figure it out. While waiting his surrender to a yet-to-be-determined federal prison facility, Cardenas was allowed to remain on bond. But of course, because why, make him sit in jail, just stay out. The investigation that uncovered his actions was the collaborative effort of several agencies, including the FBI and Homeland Security investigations under the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force Program. Can we get some longer fucking names? Can we do that? Which aims to systemically disrupt high-level criminal organizations threatening the U.S. Assistant U.S. Attorney Roberto Lopez Jr. prosecuted the case, bringing to a close this chapter of law enforcement corruption. Did it? This chapter? Just this chapter, absolutely, because as we know, and this was January 30th, 2025, the other one was from 2022. There will always be another chapter, but wait, what else do we have? Let's see what Baldemar Cardenas asked, 2019. What is a deputy sheriff for the county, and in 2019 had a reported pay of $47,330 according to public records. That is 34.8% lower than the average pay for county employees and 34.0% lower than the national average for government employees. Wow, Baltimore, sorry. Is that why you had to resort to, criminal activity? Baldemar Cardenas is from 2019. I think this might be the most recent. I don't know. Texas 19. This is where he works, his employer. Hire date, 2015. And that'll go to True Finder and you won't find nothing. Pay information, county, $47,330. Information may include, where available, pay, salary, bonuses, benefit, retirement, contribution, pension, and other financial data. I couldn't find the rest of that, but this is what I found. And and what I understand is usually you'll start as deputy, and as you progress, Deputy 1, Deputy 2, in not all locations, but in most locations, he started as, and then he's gone down for whatever reason, and yeah, that's where we're at. Here's some co-workers that might have some information, I don't know, but employment records, and it just pretty much says the same thing, 2015, 2019. Job title, +1. Pay details, and it only went up like maybe $700 a year, if lucky. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. Nope. With this degenerate. So, for now, that's what we have. Also, again, 90% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. Feel free to click the button and like and share, and I am out.